I wanted to talk about why branding is so important and the things that actually help with your business and some things that actually cannot solve for your detail shop. Now, if you don't know who we are a marketing agency that's dedicated to helping only detail shops. I ran my own shop before, now we help other shops scale and grow. We do everything from ads, emails, coaching, sales help, content creation, and everything in between to make it all happen. And there's some things that we've noticed over the years with detail shops that we help out with on what actually branding is and actually what it helps out with. Everyone wants to create that strong brand where everyone wants to gravitate towards and work for. So let's talk about why you should build a strong brand and the things that it helps out with in your detail shop. So of course, the first thing is going to be the brand awareness. Everywhere someone goes, especially when you want to blow up the competition, you should be everywhere. Whether that's online, such as SEO, ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Google ads, lawn signs. If you're mobile, having all of your vans wrapped the same exact way, very bold and very recognizable branding. Charitable events where you're sponsoring it, again, the same brand going over and over. You really want to make sure that you're showing up everywhere. And then when people see a brand they recognize, it increases the awareness. And then you have more leverage when it comes to actually employing different marketing tactics. You always want to be drawing positive attention to your shop. So having something that everybody recognizes and can actually attribute to is always going to have a positive effect for your shop because you want to stay on top of mind for everybody, whether they're in the process of buying a new vehicle or maybe they are already looking for this service. So that brings me to the next point. The next thing it helps out with is actually closing more deals. The reason for this is, again, people want to know you, they want to trust you, and they want to like you. But having a strong brand that they see everywhere completes all three, and that you have the leverage in the sale. People don't want to do business with people they don't trust. People don't want to do business with brands they don't trust either. They want to know if they're bringing, especially if it's a high-end vehicle, that the people behind the scenes are going to take care of it and do it professionally the right way the first time. We see a lot of these times where there's a guy down the street doing coding for 99 bucks or some kind of half-done PPF job. Those things only hurts those people, and what you want to do is make sure you stand out from them by having this big brand. By also having all of your branding everywhere, it also allows you to raise your pricing and charge more for each service. Have you ever wondered why there are some companies out there that can charge way more for the same service or even for the same product too? Think about a lot of the luxury items that are out there. Now, of course, there are a lot of quality, craftsmanship, and materials, higher quality materials being used. But think about that perception somebody has as a luxury brand compared to another product where it's maybe sold for half the price. These are the same things you can use in your shop to help raise your own pricing and charge more per service. You can use this leverage in sales as well to command these higher pricing. Again, if somebody trusts you very well and knows that you can do a quality job, you can kind of command the pricing that you're choosing within reason, of course. If you don't have a strong brand, you're gonna be fighting a lot of sales trying to get someone over that line to go with you guys. Good branding also helps increase referrals, and not for the reason you think too. So we have a strong, recognizable brand. When you do a great job, which you should be always doing, regardless if you're a good brand or not, when you do a good quality job, the next time that customer, let's just say they're at a local golf course and they're talking to their buddies, if they can remember your brand, your name, where you're at, everything, you will now get easily another 5 leads or so out of that one. So imagine they're talking to their friends and they just don't remember who you are. They don't remember where the location was. They don't remember your brand name. Well, that's also potential sales being lost on there, because you know that person's not gonna go back home and text your buddies who it was. That conversation is done right there. So it's always important to make sure that person knows what the brand is, what the company is, where they're located, the service being performed are. And again, this also comes down to leaving little goodie bags or giving them additional business cards at the end of every job on top of an unforgettable experience to help increase the likelihood of them getting referrals for you. And then one of the last things I've noticed are when it comes to creating a strong brand is actually helps with scaling. Now, of course, you're saying, well, of course it does, but in the sense that actually helps out with hiring new employees. Because people want to be a part of a great company. People want to know that the company they're getting into is growing and not shrinking or going downhill. People want to be a part of something bigger than they are. So when we have this strong branding, it's going to encourage more people. It's going to be easier to hire more people. And a lot of times, look at a lot of top shops in this country, such as Chicago Auto Pros, for example. Not that I think they have to do this, but if they ever put a listing out for a job application or a job offering, we know that they're going to get a lot of applications submitted there because they have such a strong brand. Now we've talked about the positive effects of having a strong brand, but there are some things that branding will not help with. First off, on its own, it will not help generate leads. This is not Field of Dreams where you have this nice, beautiful company and leads are flowing in. Yes, it will do a little bit on its own when it comes to word of mouth and different referrals like we talked about earlier, but you still need to have a marketing budget behind it to kind of put that brand out to new people and making sure you're going to stay on top of people that either showed interest, there may be the ideal avatar, and so on. There's a reason why when we bring on a well-known shop and we launch these ads, those people are not fighting for the sales because they understand that they have this big brand and now they're attracting these new leads and now they have a lot of leverage with their own company to convert people over. Because these people already know what this brand is, they just needed some kind of tactic to get them actually in the shop. They have all this leverage and awareness in the area already with the brand recognition. But you still have to put something behind it to show this brand to new people. You still have to continue to do so. There's a reason why Coca-Cola, for example, everybody knows what it is, but they spend millions and millions and millions of marketing a year making sure that they're pushing the brand out to people. This goes without saying, you can have all the branding you want, but if you run a piss poor company, that is not going to solve that by any means. Whether you're putting in subpar work, your quality is down there, it's taking you guys way too long, inefficient, business going downhill, all that branding means nothing, and then soon enough your business will actually start going downhill because people start recognizing and realizing that it's not all cracked up to be. So make sure that you're doing everything for a reason, show up as much as you can, make sure you have a positive impact behind your brand, and make sure you get out to your community in any way you can and show up as much as possible.